Cold-hearted, guess that'll teach him to poke his chest out. So much loud, you probably hear us from the next town. Fuck around, you talk too crazy, you got a mess now. Look at how we do 'em, this ain't even fair. Told you I'm a problem, you been well aware. Gang in this bitch, don't give a fuck about the other side, man.
Level for the twins, get a glimpse of the enemy. Ain't letting them exist. Ain't a decorative, ever reinvented who I'm is. No safety. He the spit, she the print, bullets get the paint. See him hit, even with the demons. The reason is he a risk, we don't need him hanging. I'm barely even aiming, I'm motherfucking danger.
Clutching on my piece, burning still hot. Point blank, that's a motherfucking kill shot. If you really down to ride, you gon' really have to prove. Couple killers on my side, I say the word, they get shoot. No confusion in my mind, I see the dream and they illusions. I'm in overdrive, you ain't my vibe, I keep it moving. I'm just running through the streets, got a meal that I'm applied. I'm just getting to this still, let you feel when I'm knocking. Bro, clutching on my piece, burning still hot. Point blank.
Fucking worked.
And?
Done. System's ours.
The shard works. Good. The easy work we have done. To break into Arasaka Industrial Park will not be such a bed of roses. But before we discuss that... Sit. I have not eaten since yesterday. Give me the best on the menu.
I highly recommend the yakitori today.
Anything that isn't local, please.
See you tomorrow.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but this Sokka scum might actually prove useful. He's a well-trained dog. Needs orders, that's all. And when he outlives his purpose, we'll flatline him.
Chill, Johnny. He's Sokka scum to you, I know that. But Garo's not a bad guy.
Not a bad guy. He was Saburo fucking Arasaka's bodyguard. Think his pretty eyes landed in that gig?
What is this?
Hey, yakitori.
Okay, I have laid the plan. 1. We break into Arasaka Industrial Park. 1.5. We hack Hanako-sama's float. 2. During the parade, with my help, you eliminate any snipers. 3. I get onto the float. 4. I convince Hanako-sama of the truth.
Is your elaborate seppuku ritual?
What? Why?
As far as I can see, you're trying to get us killed. Really like to know why.
The risks are substantial, yes. But we have no choice. Hanako-sama is our only chance. You have nothing to lose, as I do. I see it in your eyes. Now, we part. Reconnaissance is required.
Got enough on my plate as it is. I'll let you handle that.
So I shall.
is ultimately to defend the well-being of my family.
Louder! Louder!
That is why I have decided to double the amount of our active Night City security forces. President Myers has
He eliminated the last obstacle between himself and complete power.
The NUSA
They
and
surrendered it to him.
Tell me then, what do we call the murder of my father? Was that not a provocation? Was that not a...
Arasaka, an empire built to last. Before all of this began with him, the factions, power struggles, all of this. Kusa.
Why'd Saburo tolerate it all? Can't get my head around it. Could've kept his son on a short leash.
Arasaka-sama was a strong and disciplined man. The strongest man I have ever known. And yet, at the critical moment, he showed a weakness.
For Yorinobu.
For his daughter. When Yorinobu formed his band of hounds, declared war on his own family, Arasaka-sama could have crushed him with one word. Yet he did not. For he did not wish his daughter to suffer. When Yorinobu returned, his tail between his legs, she persuaded her father to give him a second chance. Do you understand? Hanako-sama saved Yorinobu from the consequences of his deeds.
Feels like that's about to change. Long as we get Hanako to believe our version of events. Conscience could also come into play, assuming she's got one.
We must reach her first. Time for some reconnaissance. Wait for my call.
Nearby damaged power station in Santo Domingo. The emergency landing attempt was unsuccessful. The passengers who survived the crash landing were met by a band of nomads. Fortunately, Ken Cow's surviving security personnel managed to fend off the attack without suffering additional losses. The company has already announced a forceful response against the nomads' camps. After the break, President Myers has released a statement on the future of refugees and migrants.
Got a problem?
Welcome to the M54 News World Report. I'm Jillian Jordan. Scientists from Iodine City. exposure. The Swedish Academy Award for Literature has announced its latest recipient, Virginia Grantchester, citing her most recent book, In the Shade of an Apple Tree, as a treasure of this generation. Grantchester, who is an AI created by Raven Microcybernetics, has been lauded for several of her works over the years. Her first novel, Requiem for a Samurai, which was published in 70 languages simultaneously, sold over 3 million copies. In the Shade of an Apple Tree is a drama set in 20th century Ireland and is already considered a masterpiece of post-collapse literature. This has been your World Report. Thank you for tuning in to N54 News.
Don't make trouble. Be trouble. There's
All good?
Welcome to N54 News. I'm Jillian Jordan, and this is the latest from around the world. The Lunarinskaya uranium mine collapse that occurred just outside Novosibirsk in southern Siberia has concluded with a happy ending. As you recall, 35 miners became trapped deep underground following a high-magnitude earthquake. But thanks to their Suzley 2 hibernation implants, the miners were able to survive without access to food and fresh water for 2 weeks. Fortunately, after their rescue and following a brief rest for technical evaluation, the miners were able to...
The world calls the great news, and the hearts of the corporation ends. Join us today to find for a better future.
Catwalk don't look too stable. Sure Takamura didn't plan a little whoopsie-daisy for you?
Whatever.
Fuck! Almost fell.
Carefully. You must not draw attention.
Told you so.
food continues to be a major part of it. Do not eat from the beginning.
Silence is not golden. It is the sound of a flame extinguished. Saburo Arasaka, on the 3rd of March, 1942, in a prisoner of war camp, 1 month after his fighter jet was shot down over Guadalcanal Island. Saburo Arasaka. Pilot in the 3rd Squadron in the rank of Master Sergeant. Founder and CEO of the largest and greatest defense contractor in history. Soldier.
You will have to get down somehow. Just be careful. Yes, just so. Don't rush. I need you alive. Not the corpse below.
It was 50 years ago in Night City that our enemies showed their true colors. A cowardly act of terrorism that consumed 4,000 lives. The last of Arasaka Corporation in flames. The lives of Night citizens. Arasaka Tower crumbled. And yet. Shall rise from this ordeal, stronger than ever before, This is happening here and now. Listen, for we will not stay silent. Silence is not golden. It is the sound of a flame extinguished. Silence is not golden. It is the sound of a flame extinguished. extinguished. Saburo Arasaka, on the 3rd of March, 1942, in a prisoner of war camp, 1 month after his fighter jet was shot down over Guadalcanal Island. Saburo Arasaka, pilot Pelivideot. Squadron in the rank of the Master founder of the largest and greatest defense contractor in history. Soldier, industrialist, visionary, my father. These words are not for his friends, members of his family, or for his business associates. They are for his enemies. And it is no coincidence that I utter them here in this city. It was 50 years ago in Night City that our enemies showed their true colors. A cowardly act of terrorism that consumed 4,000 lives. The lives of Arasaka Corporation employees. The lives of night citizens. Arasaka Tower crumbled. And yet its spire still towers over the rooftops and skyscrapers. It towers more powerful and supreme than ever before. Recently, my father fell victim to an equally cowardly act of violence. It was an act of violence aimed at the wildest values in which we all share. As night the Arasaka Corporation shall rise from the ordeal, stronger than ever before, as it did 50 years past. This is happening. Listen,
I will personally find you and bury you.
It is the sound of a flame extinguished. Silence is not golden. Saburo Arasaka, on the 3rd of March, 1942, in a prisoner of war camp, 1 month after his fighter jet was shot down over Guadalcanal Island. Saburo Arasaka, pilot in the Star Squadron in the rank of Master Sergeant, founder and CEO of the largest and greatest defense contractor in history. Soldier, industrialist, visionary, my father. These words are not
just a few feet more and he's yours.
Or for his business associates. They are for his enemies. And it is no coincidence that I utter them here in this city. That our enemies show their true colors. A cowardly act of terrorism that consumed 4,000 lives. The lives of Arasaka Corporation.
Understood, Hyperch. Scanning the area.
Arasaka.
What do soldiers say? Target down.
Good words to hear. You will find a door to a staircase at the end of the room. It's the shortest route to the next sniper. He positioned himself.
Keep you posted.
As Night City is its witness, the Arasaka Corporation shall rise from
It is bury you. Listen.
We have to announce that public safety has been compromised. It must be extracted at once. Arasaka is fully capable of protecting its principles. Ask your boss what he values.
We find you.
The Arasaka image, or his sister's life. The situation is in hand. Over and out.
Did you hear?
They know something. Perhaps much. We must hurry.
Reloading!
Go, go, go!
Silence is not golden. It is the sound of a flame extinguished. Saburo Arasaka on the 3rd of March, 1942, in a prisoner of war camp, 1 month after his fighter jet was shot down over Guadalcanal Island. Saburo Arasaka, pilot in the 3rd Squadron in the largest and greatest defense contractor in history. Soldier, industrialist, visionary, my father. These words are not for his friends, members of his family, or for his business associates. They are for his enemies. And it is no coincidence that I utter them here in this city. It was 50 years ago in Night City that our enemies showed their true colors. A cowardly act of terrorism that consumed 4,000 lives. The lives of Arasaka Corporation employees. The lives of Night citizens.
Open fire!
Enemy contact! Than ever before. My father felt equally cowardly of violence. It was an act of violence.
He's almost down! Now or never! Understood! Ah!
Stronger than ever before. And indeed, 50 years past. This is happening here and now.
Fire at will!
Surrender immediately!
Man down! Take their position!
the pressure!
Silence is not golden.
Come out with your hands in the air!
It is the sound of a flame extinguished.
What the hell?
Saburo
Get up! Surrender immediately!
founder and CEO of the largest and greatest defense contractor in history. Soldier, industrialist, visionary, mind, father. These words are not for his friends, members of his family, or for his business associates. They are for his enemies. And it is no coincidence that I utter them.
Come out with your
Terrorists in hiding! Get out of range! Shoot! Target hit! Fire! Kill or be killed! Reloading! Target hit!
That our enemies show their consumed 4,000 lives. The lives of Arasaka.
Come out with your hands in the air!
The lives of night citizens. Arasaka Tower crumbled. And yet it.
Scanning the area.
It towers more powerful than you. Ever before, recently, my father fell victim to an equally cowardly act of violence. It was an act of violence aimed at the world of values in which we all share. As night citizens is witness, the Arasaka Corporation shall rise. Years past. And now, listen. We silence. If not,
surrender immediately!
What do soldiers say? Target down.
Good words to hear. You will find them. One to a staircase. Shortest route to the next side. He will shoot himself high.
Keep you posted.
It is order again. Listen.
We have to announce that public safety has been compromised. She must be extracted. At once. Arasaka is fully capable of protecting its principles. Ask your boss what he values more. The Arasaka image or his sister's life. The situation is in hand. Over and out.
Did you hear? They know something. Perhaps much. We must hurry.
Of the largest and greatest defense contractor in history. Soldier. Industrialist. Missionary. My father. These words are not for his friends, members of his family, or for his business associates. They are for his enemies. And it is not... that I utter them here in this city. It was 50 years ago in Night City that our enemies... Show their true colors. A cowardly act of terrorism that consumed 4,000 lives. The lives of Arasaka Corporation employees. The lives of Night citizens. Arasaka Tower crumbles. And yet its fire still towers over the rooftops and skyscrapers. It towers more powerful and enduring than ever before. Recently, my father fell victim to an equally cowardly act of violence. It was an act of violence aimed at the world of values in which